Hey, welcome back to episode 2 of Quest for Girlfriend. So, in this league, I tried to stay busy all of the time, either completing tasks or doing things like making arrows while I was running around, doing low alchemy, high alchemy, just trying to always stay busy. I had this weird idea that I needed to be like super efficient. That's definitely not the case, but I mean, I tried to do everything in the early game really fast, so completing Slayer tasks, getting my range level up, doing, all kinds of stuff like stealing loot from a pyramid to get an ancient curse, casting spells at innocent bystanders in the streets, buying black market goods from an arms dealer in the underground, literally, killing a caged demon that could not fight back and taking way too long to do it.
It feels bad when he regenerates because you miss.
Cool. 40 attack. It's so great. I also tried to race to the top of a different pyramid and ended up failing way more than I ever have. It was pretty strange, so instead of dying, I decided different. While fishing, I actually realized that I had unlocked my next area. I kind of got so angry with Agility Pyramid that I came to do some fishing to unlock more food. So for our next area, we have picked the desert first, and we're actually going to pick Asgarnia second because there's a bunch of skilling things, such as Motherlode Mine and a few other things that I'm kind of looking forward to doing. In addition, I actually have a close friend who's playing with me right now, and we have agreed that we are going to do Shield of Arav and Heroes Quest together to try and get all of that bonus XP, because for our third area, we're actually going to take the Fremennik area, but if I was to pick this second, it would already auto-complete Heroes Quest, and I would actually lose out on a lot of that XP. So, we're going to pick Asgarnia second, and then for our last one, when we get there, we're going to pick Fremennik. So, let's go ahead and unlock our second area of Asgarnia. Look at that cool animation. Hooray, I made it to bronze! So I really tried to just maximize my time by doing things to try and get more money or to get more levels to complete simple tasks, because I don't have a huge amount of time to play, but when I do, I try and do things quickly. Now, getting the pie dishes, that was not something that was done quickly. But doing things even like doing low alchemy on iron arrows, because the money doesn't really matter a whole lot, but getting a bunch of XP fast and getting the points really does help skip the early game. And this league has definitely been a huge inspiration looking forward as to what I could do better on my regular accounts and even on RuneScape 3, just kind of I wonder if I could do that, or maybe I could do this a little bit better. Even just blasting random snakes in the desert. They deserve it. Also, don't forget your runes from Ali in the desert. Some great profit to be had. Ironically, in the same spot as before, we have just unlocked our 5th tier of relic. So we get to choose between Treasure Seeker, Infernal Gathering, and Bloodthirsty. Now, I know Bloodthirsty is really good, but a lot of people have been saying that if you're not doing Slayer, or once you get past 99 Slayer, this basically becomes pretty useless. And the Infernal Gathering, although it's nice, I think it's kind of useless, to be honest, to get these relics, because they would automatically cook, they automatically smelt, they automatically burn, but I don't need that to happen because I have Production Prodigy. So I'm going to take Treasure Seeker because I actually think clues are a lot of fun, and so I have an extra chance to get clues. The clues always complete in the lowest number of steps. They always give max rolls. They also give extra caskets, so you can open one treasure chest like multiple times, and then you can also, say you open up an easy chest, whenever you open the easy chest, you have a chance of getting a medium chest, and then you can open that one, and then that one has enough. It goes on and on and on. You get a bunch of free gear and free items from this, so that's why I want to take this one, because doing clues is relatively easy. The rewards are amazing. It's going to give us a ton of alchables for gold. It's going to get us range gear, which is the main way that we're going to get our god range gear, is from doing clues. And it increases our multiplier from 8 times to 12 times, and minigame points are boosted by 5 times, which means we can go get started on Pest Control and Soul Wars. We can do Giant's Foundry. We can do a few other things. But this one, now that my multiplier's up to times 12, I think I'm actually going to try and just knock out 99 crafting doing glass. Or emeralds. I'm not sure if I want to do the emeralds because my fingers might hurt after a while. But if I blow glass, I can do the math using this calculator, and I can see how many I need to do from 80 to 99 and then divide it by 12. And that's all I have to do. So I think that's what I'm going to go knock out, is 99 crafting. Just for a skill cape. Why not? It'll be a lot of fun. So I ended up buying about 5,000 sand and soda ash from charter members, and then turned that into molten glass, and then blew it into Dorgshan light orbs, which ended up going up to about 7,000 with Production Prodigy. But I ended up not buying enough, so I went back to emeralds. And with this last inventory, 99 crafting. Not too bad. Of course, you gotta come straight to get the skill cape. That's a cool looking cape. I like it. Alright, back to the grinding. Alright, and my friend and I just finished Hero's Quest, and that gave me... So whenever I kicked the bird, I got 30 strength. But then whenever we finished, I got 42 strength, 61 defense, 60 hit points, total level 12,000, 47 attack, 35 herb lore, 50 fire making, 54 mining, and 57 smithing. That's why I wanted to do Hero's Quest before I unlocked the Fremennik area, because it is a bunch of free XP for nothing. That quest took us like maybe 20 or 30 minutes to do both Shield of Arav and Hero's Quest. It was easy, especially with the mushroom. Ooh, piece of cake. Super awesome. With our newfound combat level, we went to Pest Control to get free points and free XP and Prayer, because that's where you have to dump all your points, at least in the early game, to unlock a bunch of the early prayers and to get a bunch of tasks and early points. But then I remembered that something that you don't really think about in the leagues is doing quests. So I tried to do quests, but more importantly, the quests that were on the achievement diaries. Now, in the main game, you want to try and get the reward items for the buffs that they give, but in the League, you want those XP lamps. So I did that. I did some clues to try and get some armor upgrades with no real luck at the very beginning, and then tried to finish the Karamja ones. We finished the Lumbridge diaries, got those XP lamps, put them towards prayer to get past the early game, and then I started to really try and figure out what my next plan was, like what I really wanted to do next. And so I realized I was pretty close to getting my next relic, so I finished some more quests, got my squirk on by doing Sorcerer's Garden, get some of that free fruit juice to give to Osmond, who's like a crazy alcoholic. At least I think it's alcoholic. He certainly makes it seem like it is. Who knows? And then finishing off, we finally activated Ancients. You get a task for teleporting to Padua, which is just the Edgeville dungeon. And then ice rushing a rat or two, because I wasn't sure. I thought I splashed, I couldn't tell through the dialogue box. Now, I didn't do a voiceover for this part, because at the time I wasn't feeling very well. But I was super close to choosing Equilibrium. But instead I went with Farmer's Fortune because it is just so good. Just instantly grow trees and get all that free XP. Now, I kind of regret it because Equilibrium would have been a really great way to level up the super annoying skills. But I chose Farmer's Fortune, so went ahead, got the Secators, or Secators, or however you say it, and just cleared out my bank. Got a bunch of free XP with the corn, free herbs. Now, with the herbs, that's something that I don't regret, is getting a whole bunch of herbs with Production Prodigy, because when you clean them, you have a chance of duplicating them, and then whenever you put them in the water vial, you have a chance of duplicating them, and then you keep going like that. Hello. I got this silly outfit, and I was playing on mobile, and I actually unlocked a new area. So this is our third and final area, and I am going to pick Fremenic because there is a few bosses and a few other things in this area that I kind of just want to learn, and so I'm going to use the leagues as an opportunity to learn and get some of the other unlocks and drops, kind of like the Slayer Caves, and of course the big one that I'm going for, which is the unique drops from the Phantom Muspa. So we're going to try that out. So for our final area, let's say confirm. We are going to the Fremenic area. Just not in this goofy outfit. Ghost Ahoy. Free ice gloves, which I already have. Cool. There we go. Now, before I went through the area, I tried to get some much needed upgrades to my armor. Found some holy sandals. Then I went and grinded out to get a rune crossbow, which fortunately I can just make myself with the pieces. If you're trying to get one of these steel dragons with a high level drop rate, it's like a 1 in 5. Took me more than 5, but it's a pretty easy drop rate. Then just make broad bolts, super cheap ammunition. Tested them out on fire giants, was very impressed. Even without the Slayer helmet, I was destroying them. And then went to Nada's Knot to do Fremenic Isles to get the helmet and a bunch of the free XP. I also believe it's a task to finish it. But that's it. That's all I have for this episode once I tear his head off. So we're going to keep working on our quest for girlfriend. And I've forgotten to record a lot, but I'll do my best to try and get an episode 3 out to you guys soon. So thanks for watching, and like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.